is your morning prayer. Today, I'm telling you, anyone gonna stand your way, you're gonna overcome him. Anyone who's gonna give you a challenge, you're gonna step on top of him. Any door that is blocking your life, you're gonna open it. Any barrier will be break. Any wall will fall. Anyone who tries to control your life will become blind. Anyone who tries to gossip about you and keep on gossip about you will be mad spiritually. Receive your blessings. Go out there, succeed, win, prosper. It's your spiritual master and servant. Master spiritual is Roger Katapena the servant. Be blessed for our morning prayer. Amen. Now we are going to talk. Today is the morning prayer and chat with the spiritual master. I have received a lot of requests for prayers, and I've received as well other requests in line of my work, of course. Many of you are wondering, you don't understand how you are going to call upon your ancestor. I receive a lot of questions regarding ancestors. I receive a lot of questions regarding the financial prosperity. I receive a lot of questions regarding relationship. I want us to start from the beginning, then we're going to end. Beloved, let us talk. Who are your ancestors? I want us to be clear here. Who are your ancestors? You do not have to look for your ancestors first. Your ancestors are part of you. They are your DNA. You come from them. You originate from them. Your ancestors are the kind of people that you knew or you heard about it. The people that your family member knew. And you ask me, Master, who are they? Your grandparents from your father's side, your grandparents from your mother's side, your brothers and sisters who may be dead, as we call it in this word, but spiritually, who have crossed over. You get your own friends whom you grew up with, the people that you were close with, the people that you knew. The only problem that we're having is that we take our human understanding and bring it to the spiritual world. It's like you are taking a completely low person in knowledge into a scientific research. The person won't understand the principle. Sometimes when we take our human mind, it's like that. So what we do, you need to make the difference between spirituality and science. And here we're talking about spirituality. So now, your ancestors are the people that you grow up with, the people that you know, the people that you originate from. Your direct ancestors are your grandparents, your array grandparents, and so on. So what happened is depend on where you are. It doesn't mean you need to do exactly the things the way we're doing them because you're not living in the same condition as them. That is a fact. The fact is you are not living in the same condition as them. Some of us are living in the big city. Some of us are still living in a rural area. Some of us are living in a normal city. Some of us are even on the road. So I've been asked questions. What will happen? How do we do it? Some people are renting as sharing rooms, as sharing properties. How do you do it? It's going to depend on what your ancestor wanted, mostly. To initiate the communication with the ancestor, it can require a certain ritual. That one I need to be clear. I won't sugarcoat you about that. If you've been in distance with them, you need a reconciliation. And that reconciliation, I will advise, from wherever you are, find somebody with the knowledge of communicating with the adult spirit. It can be a spiritual person, an elder in the family, a cultural person, somebody who understands the initial process. Because the initial process depends on culture and tradition. And once it goes wrong there, you start your reconciliation in the wrong way. It's not working. So what will happen now is you need a reconciliation with your departed one, a reconnection. Once you reconnect, you can communicate with them anyway. You can be in the bedroom, you can be in your living room, you can be outside. Because they'll be part of you. Now we are having a problem with the connection. That is our key. Now you can ask me how to connect. It's simple. It's dependent on your culture, what you do. For example, in African culture, some they use knife, some they use bead, some they use different things. In the Indian culture and Asian culture, they use incense and other ingredients. In European culture, they use amulet and other rituals. It's dependent on which culture you are. But for those who got problem, you can still contact me and ask me to assist you with research and advice based on your culture. You need to call. You start calling those that you know. For example, my sister, my grandparents, I've got Chabu, I've got Kabedi, I've got Kalambai, I've got Adalashi, I've got Kabola. When I talk those ones, I start calling upon them. I go to their genealogy, their parents, their grandparents. Some say they don't know. I understand. Some they don't even know their own identity. So in that case, they ask me, how do we call our sister when we don't know our own identity? Then I'm saying this. Simple. You call your own ancestor. If you don't know their identity, there are people who brought you up. There are people who did provide you support and love and care. And some of those people, they are no longer with you. You start with them. The spirit will bring the light. Once the light come upon you, the knowledge will come. They can attract the positive things towards you to get the necessary knowledge. It doesn't mean if you've been brought up by stepfather, stepmother, auntie, uncle, a friend of your father, you don't have ancestor. That is completely wrong. Your own father can become your ancestor. Your own mother can become your ancestor. So that's why people ask about success. We say, success, that is the foundation. That is our first part. And we are going to continue to our second part. Tune on, watch our second part for prayer and chat with spiritual master. Today we are talking about ancestral origin because we are going to explain many things. Thank you. See you soon. Now, thank cheers.